And we needed a pastor, and this guy came along and was crazy enough to take what little bit of money we had to offer. And I thought, well, there's a man that's going to live on faith. And I want to share just one example of his faith with you. After we elected him to come and be our pastor, we're just a handful of old rednecks out there in Charlotte. And the pay was bad. I'm too ashamed to mention what the pay was. But he took us on full time. And he said God will work all that out. We did have a parsonage. It wasn't no big mansion, but it got him by, him and his family. Well, let me just tell you one brief story. I come over after work one day, and I learned that they were burning wood. A guy had installed one of them inserts in his fireplace, and they were burning wood for heat. And I had some wood, and I said, well, I'm going to take him a load of wood. So I took him a load of wood, and as I'm pulling in with my truck, Scott Haig is pulling out with his truck. So I just took my place and started emptying the wood, told him I was bringing some wood. And I did, and we talked, and we had a good time. And I got ready to go. He said, well, Dave, before you go, I want to show you something. I said, well, what? He took me in his office, and there's an old blue typewriter. That was a long time ago. We used typewriters back then. And he had typed a letter to God, and it said, Dear God, I want to thank you. And you know, the usual stuff you put in a letter. And at the end, he said, but by the way, Lord, he said, I know you're aware of this. Just thought I'd mention it. The wood pile's getting low, and the meat's run out. Well, there I was with the wood. Scott Haig, that was leaving, just delivered, I think it was a quarter of beef. Now, that's faith, folks. And that story has stuck with me ever since.